personality. The advice of Bhagavan Krishna, just he gave advice about the real identity. And in other words, we can say the knowledge of Atman was infused to Arjuna. And after infusing this, or inculcating this Atma Jnana knowledge of Atman, Arjuna recovered from this neurotic state, full recovery, and Arjuna became completely cured from this neurotic state, and Arjuna started fighting. And then Arjuna at last won the battle. All of you know the history. Dear friends, what I mean to say is this: when all of us know that is a human body, particularly the physical body, is about to die, the physical body will undergo these 6 modifications, 6 changes, then why not the physical suffering, the disease? The kind of physical suffering, let us take it very gracefully. There is a very big seminar I attended, an international seminar, Aging Gracefully. We do not accept our aging very gracefully or gladly. All the time we grumble because this thing, that thing, this disease, that disease, this pain, that pain. Dear friends, if you convince intellectually, at least we realize your real identity is not so easy. It requires a lot of spiritual sadhana. At least intellectually, if you are convinced that your real identity is Atman and Brahman, you are not physical body, then your suffering, your misery, and your what is called affliction will be less, there is no doubt. I have visited many hospitals, India as well as outside India. I have given the cancer hospital. In my hospital in Calcutta, there are many cancer patients tossing on the bed, the pain and excruciating pain. But there are some patients, I have asked them, how are you? Well, Swamiji, I am all right. You are not feeling pain? Yes, Swamiji, indeed I feel pain. But one thing I have realized, they answered, they have realized that my body is suffering. I am not suffering. And it is the nature of human body or physical body to suffer due to any kind of ailments or any kind of disease. With this kind of attitude the patient have, definitely we can say that that patient can reduce his pain and affliction and misery and sorrow to a great extent. There is no doubt about it. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the master, the guru of Swami Vivekananda, he had what is called throat cancer. And the devotee used to ask him, "Sir, how are you? You are not feeling pain all the time you are talking to the devotees. You are doing only these religious and spiritual discourses. You should take rest." Then Sri Ramakrishna to say, "Yes, I had a cancer, but I am not suffering. My body is suffering. My physical body is suffering." Because Sri Ramakrishna realized that he is not physical body. He is Atman and Brahman. And person like Sri Ramakrishna can separate or can think that physical body is different from the real identity that is Atman or Brahman. At least we cannot realize. It is very difficult. It requires a lot of sadhana, spiritual practices. At least intellectually, if we are convinced, if anybody is convinced that he is not only the physical body, he is something else, and his real identity is something else, then definitely he can accept any kind of physical affliction or physical what is called misery or pain gracefully and very gladly. Otherwise, all the time he will grumble and grumble and grumble and grumble and grumble. So what is inevitable? What you cannot change You cannot defer. You cannot stop. It is not. It is better to accept it very gladly. Whatever is coming, accept it, and that is aging gracefully. What is called gracefully. You have to accept all this physical suffering. Then you can enhance your quality of life. There is no doubt about it. So this is called the spiritual healing. We call about the spiritual healing, spiritual holistic approach. This is a holistic approach. The spiritual approach. You see your disease, your pain and suffering from the spiritual standpoint. If you see this, you look upon your disease or pain or suffering or physical suffering or pain from a spiritual standpoint, then definitely you can live peacefully, you can accept any kind of pain or suffering due to any kind of disease, you can live a very peaceful or happy life. Many patients I have seen, though they have very, what is called, ailments, they're suffering, pain, this, that, always they're calm and quiet. Always they're smiling on their face. How is it possible? Generally, people get very much disturbed and perturbed, nervous because of body pain and physical pain, because of disease and ailments. But they look upon their physical suffering only from what is called physical standpoint. That is why they cannot tolerate all kinds of pain and this and that. If you look upon your disease and pain and suffering from a spiritual standpoint, then you can tolerate it very peacefully. Toleration. Because generally we cannot tolerate this pain and suffering of physical suffering. But you see from a spiritual standpoint that you are not physical body, and the nature of the physical body, the disease will come, other stages will come. When it will be inevitable in everybody's life, then why not bear it? Why not what is called Tan Didikshasha Bharata? Bhagavan Krishna is telling Arjuna, all sorts of things will be there. Dukkha will come, sukha will come, suffering will come, misery will come. It will be wise on your part to bear it. Bear it. Tan Didikshasha Bharata. That is forbearance, we call it. From where this forbearance and tolerance you can get? You can get this tolerance and forbearance from spirituality. From spiritual strength, you will get this forbearance and what is called tolerance. And you can increase or enhance your capacity to tolerate physical pain and suffering. If you are really spiritual, if you are really what is called convinced intellectually that your real identity is Atman and Brahman, there is no pain, no affliction, no suffering, no misery can touch this Atman and pure consciousness. So this idea, if you can proceed, then definitely you will tolerate any kind of physical suffering or physical pain. There is no doubt about it. And it is called the spiritual healing. The spiritual healing is nothing. No jantra mantra jadoo, aisa kar diya, bimari acha ho gaya, darad acha ho gaya. No, it is not that. It is called spiritual healing. You have to look upon your disease, your pain and suffering, misery, whatever it may be, from spiritual standpoint. And this is a spiritual standpoint that you are not only physical body, you are something else, and your real identity is Atman, Brahman, or divine consciousness. And you are divine consciousness. You are pure consciousness. And that is the answer, that who am I? You are Atman. And this is the eternal answer of eternal question, that you are Atman, you are Brahman, and you can do anything and everything. Dear friends, again I have to attend Gita class in my ashrama in Ramakrishna Math, so I cannot give you much time here. I am very happy. Of course, I think you couldn't relish it because you are all physical scientists and you are all doctors. You deal with objective things, So you may not relish these subjective things, It is realization of the real I, or what is called realization of real identity. Already I have told you, that is very, very subjective. It is not objective. So you may not relish it, but one thing I can say you, it is proved, it is very, very scientific. The spirituality nowadays, we say this religion and spirituality is only the, what is called a bundle of superstitions and rituals and this and that. It doesn't have any scientific standing, or is not scientifically based. So dear friends, the spirituality is very, very scientific. Spirituality is verified and verifiable, and it is a science, there is no doubt about it. Like any other science, physical science, another science, spirituality also is one kind of science. And what is called our Swami Vivekananda has proved that his spirituality is also one kind of science. There is no doubt about it. And Swami Vivekananda proved it. In the West, where all people are great, but scientifically oriented, their thinking also scientifically oriented. In the West, in those days, 100 years back, then Swami Vivekananda proved that what is spirituality, and spirituality is the science of what is called Vidya, what is called Paravidya. He proved it. So dear friends, so try to be spiritual and try to realize your real identity. Then only you can have mental peace and bliss. There is a great difference between happiness and bliss. Happiness you can get from any outward things, worldly things. But bliss is higher than happiness. That you cannot get from these worldly enjoyments, worldly hankerings, satisfying your worldly desire. You can't get this bliss. So, if you want to have peace and bliss, you must have to be spiritual, and spirituality is nothing. Spirituality is to realize your real identity, that is, who am I? So, you are Atman, Brahman, or pure consciousness. In other words, we can say divine consciousness. With these few words, I would like to thank you very much for patience hearing. Namaskar, Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Swamiji. And I'll ask Dr. Sujit Chatterjee, sir, to felicitate Swamiji for his presence. Sir, a small token of thanks from the other side. Now we'll take a break for 15 minutes and then we come back after 4:45.